Through you, Madam Chair, streaming has commenced.
Thanks, Catherine. Well, I'd formally declare the public meeting of Bayside City Council open at 6:02 p.m. I'll just start with some, well, before I start, I'd like to, on behalf of Bayside City Council and on behalf of the panel, acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands on which we are all meeting tonight, and to pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Just to start off with some introductory comments about the purpose of the Bayside Planning Panel. The Planning Panel is charged with considering planning proposals of any scale and value and determining development applications where the value is less than $30 million, where there is a potential conflict of interest, where there is contentious or sensitive development, or where there is substantial departure from development standards. Council no longer considers these types of development, and they are within the responsibility of the local planning panel. In particular, the panel must consider development applications which have attracted 10 or more unique objections in a public meeting. And that's the reason that tonight's development application is before the panel in this public meeting. Other development applications can be considered outside of a public meeting, and all decisions are published on Council's website, normally within 7 days. This public meeting is being recorded and is live streamed to Council's YouTube page. The recording is an official record of Council and may be made available to persons upon request in accordance with the Freedom of Information legislation. Applicants and members of the public that have registered to speak on an item will be asked to unmute their phone or computer at the relevant time to address the panel and to answer any questions. Alternatively, members of the public may have registered for the meeting by making a written submission, which has been provided to the panel members. Once the panel has heard from all of the speakers, including the applicants, we will either make a decision during the public meeting or adjourn to consider our decision. And as previously mentioned, all decisions of the panel will be on Council's website within 7 days. Before we commence our consideration of this development application, the panel will introduce ourselves. So I'll start. My name is Marcia Downey and I'm the chair of this evening's meeting. My expertise is in the area of law and specifically planning law. I've practiced as a lawyer for about 35 years and about 25 of those years has been spent practicing planning law. I also have expertise in governance and public administration, and I'm a member of a number of state government committees and a non-executive director of a community housing provider. I'm also alternate chair of Ryde City Council, and I'm involved in regional planning panels as well. Lindsay, if I could ask you to introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks, Marcia. I'm Lindsay Day. I'm a consultant town planner. I've got qualifications in geography, natural resource management and town planning. I have my own consulting practice, which is a combination of contracts to local government, private clients, and in addition, I'm on 2 other local planning panels in Sydney, Inner West and Lane Cove. I'm a corporate member of the Planning Institute of Australia, and I have been in practice a little longer than Marcia, but I won't specify. Thank you.
Judy, thanks Lindsay.
Thanks, Marcia. My name's Judy Clark. I'm a registered planner. I have over 35 years experience as a town planner working in local government. I've worked for numerous Sydney councils, managing development assessment and planning functions. I'm a member of several local planning panels, a regional planning panel, and I operate my own business as a town planning consultant, sole trader. Thank you.
Thanks, Judy. Corinne?
Hi, my name's Corinne Elias. I'm the community rep this evening, and I also do have over 20 years experience in town planning.
Thanks, Corinne. Thanks, panel. We do have no apologies, and I'll ask the panel whether you have any disclosures of interest in relation to tonight's development application. I don't have any disclosures to make.
No disclosures, thank you.
No disclosure from me, thank you.
No disclosure.
Thanks, panel. So that brings us to our development application for tonight, which is the address is 14 to 16 Banksia Avenue, Strathfield, and it's a development application for a boarding house of 4 stories with 49 rooms. The recommendation from the council planning staff is for refusal, and we have a number of we have nobody registered to speak. We have a number of people who've made written submissions opposing the development application, and we don't have anybody who is registered to speak registered to speak on behalf of the applicant. So if I can just explain for anybody who's listening to the meeting or is watching the meeting, the panel has attended the site, and we've also read carefully the council assessment report and the accompanying material that came with that supported that the report referred to. We will now adjourn the meeting and discuss the development application and make a determination of the development application. So that will either be we will refuse the development application, or we will grant consent to the development application. And there will be reasons for council's decision, and they will also be placed on the council's website. So I will, if there no other business, I'll declare the meeting closed at 6:08. And just again, reminder to anyone listening that the determination of the panel on this development application will be on council's website within the next 7 days. And thank you for your interest in the meeting. So formally declare the meeting closed at 6:09.